Hey everyone, welcome back to Corporate Decoder, the place where we decode the language of the stock market and unwrap the secrets hidden within company filings. Today it looks like Pangaea Logistics Solutions is swapping out its financial detectives, and we're here to figure out exactly what that means for the business. This filing is all about a pretty significant change for Pangaea Logistics Solutions. They've recently decided to part ways with their long-time accounting firm and bring in a new one. This isn't just a small office move, it's a switch in who's auditing their books, and that often tells a story about a company's recent past and its future outlook. So let's dive into what happened. On August 27th of last year, the folks in charge of overseeing the company's finances, the audit committee of the board of directors, wrapped up a review to pick a new independent accountant. After this review, they let Grant Thornton LLP, their previous accounting firm, know that their services were no longer needed, at least for the fiscal year ending December 31st of 2025. Now, why is this a big deal? When a company changes its auditor, especially if it's a bit out of the blue, it's worth paying attention. The report states that over the last couple of years up until this change, things seemed pretty normal between Pangaea and Grant Thornton. There weren't any major disagreements about how to account for things or how to present the financial picture in their reports. In fact, their reports from the past 2 years, ending in December 2024 and December 2023, didn't have any red flags like bad opinions or warnings. However, there was one important note. The company previously disclosed in their 2024 annual report a problem with their internal controls. This means how they manage their own financial record keeping. Specifically, there was a weakness in how they applied a certain accounting rule, known as ASC 606, when dealing with some reimbursements from customers. This is like having a leaky faucet in your house. It's not a disaster, but it needs fixing to prevent bigger problems down the line. It's good that they've been open about it. Pangaea did the right thing by sharing this report with Grant Thornton before filing it and asked for their agreement. And importantly, Grant Thornton sent a letter back confirming they agree with the company's statements about their departure. This is a sign that the split wasn't due to some massive unresolved accounting dispute that would have scared off a new auditor before they even started. So who's the new accounting sheriff in town after that competitive review? The company's audit committee decided to bring on board Deloitte & Touche LP, or new auditor as they call them in this report, to be their independent auditors for the rest of 2025. Interestingly, the report also mentions that Pangaea hasn't really consulted with Deloitte & Touche on any tricky accounting questions or potential audit opinions prior to this engagement. This suggests the decision to switch auditors was made and then Deloitte was brought in rather than being involved in advising on specific issues beforehand. This keeps the playing field level for their new role, and as promised, there's an exhibit attached to this filing, Exhibit 16.1, which is that letter from Grant Thornton LP. It's basically their formal confirmation that they agree with everything Pangaea has stated about their departure. This provides a layer of transparency and reassurance. The report also includes some technical data like the interactive data file, which is pretty standard for SEC filings these days, making the information more accessible for analysis. Finally, to wrap things up, the report is signed off by Gianni Del Signor, who is the Chief Financial Officer. This signals that the company's top finance person is aware of and approves of this filing. Now, looking at this whole situation, what's the takeaway for investors? Changing auditors isn't inherently good or bad, but it always warrants a closer look. The fact that there were no major disagreements with Grant Thornton and that the switch seems primarily driven by a competitive selection process for the fiscal year ahead reduces some of the immediate concern. The previously disclosed material weakness in how they handled customer reimbursement, ASC 606, is something to keep an eye on, but the company has acknowledged it. Bringing in Deloitte & Touche, a big and reputable accounting firm, suggests Pangaea is looking for a solid established partner to help ensure their financial reporting is top-notch. The overall direction for Pangaea Logistics Solutions seems to be one of seeking stability and potentially a fresh perspective on their financial operations. A key risk to consider is how smoothly this transition will go and whether the new auditors will uncover any new or different insights into the company's financial health. An opportunity lies in gaining a more robust internal control system and clear financial reporting, which can boost investor confidence. In conclusion, while the change in auditors might seem like a routine administrative move, it often signals a desire for fresh eyes and potentially new strategies in financial oversight. For Pangaea, this appears to be a strategic decision to ensure their financial reporting infrastructure is strong as they move forward. Alright, that's our breakdown of Pangaea Logistics Solutions' latest filing about their auditor change. What's your take on this switch? Do you see it as a positive step or something to be cautious about? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. If you found this deep dive helpful, please hit that like button. It really makes a difference, and subscribe for more regular insights into the world of business and finance. And don't forget to join our Discord community, linked in the description, for even more discussions and analysis. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next Decode.